Carlyle Carruth has recently been playing 6 quarters of basketball in one night.
But I enjoy it.
That's a game and a half of constant action. The Parklane 7th graders played 9 varsity games in a row and still plays half the JV games too.
I feel guilty if I mess something up or something because I'm a younger one and I feel a lot of pressure.
She led the team in steals, had 11 points, and even broke a finger while putting in max effort in her first varsity game.
Everybody's been really welcoming, and I just feel like everybody picks me up when I'm down sometimes, and our team energy is always great.
It's reasonable to be tired after playing 48 minutes, but last December, Carruth started getting really tired. Her mom, watching from the bench as the Pioneers stat keeper, noticed something was off.
Her vision will blur, and I'll notice it'll extreme fatigue.
One day I wasn't feeling good, and so we went to the doctor, and I got my blood drawn and all that, and the test came back and my sugar was high. I didn't know what was going on because I've never heard of this really.
But Missy Carruth has. She works for a company that sells medicine for diabetes. She says it's a wild coincidence, as doctors confirmed Carlyle has type 1.
It was a devastating diagnosis in the beginning, but God really showed us through that He doesn't make mistakes.
How can someone so healthy, so athletic, how can someone like that be diagnosed with such a devastating disease?
As it turns out, head coach Vicki Rutland and Carruth have more in common than they realized.
She was asking me how I felt and what was going on. And she's like, I'm diabetic too. And I was like, I didn't know that.
They say this shared diagnosis has bonded the two on and off the court.
It's really a relief. If I'm having an emergency, she'll know what to do about it. And she understands what's going on through my life.
She kind of looks at me sometimes. We're out for a team meal. If I'm eating something I shouldn't.
Carruth now wears a health tracker on her arm and medicine regulator on her leg. Aside from needing the occasional mid-game snack, playing basketball is the same.
Once I figured out I was going to be able to play, everybody was comforting me and they knew I could still do it with me, and they've always been behind me.
At the beginning of the diagnosis, I wanted to crawl up in a corner and cry, thinking how it may limit her. But she has chosen to trust God in the diagnosis and to not let this limit her at all.
I can still keep playing. I just have to drink some juice or anything, and I just keep playing on.